What is up, guys? Unreal here from Unreal Gaming with another dungeon guide for Guild Wars 2. Today's dungeon guide is Citadel of Flame Path 1. This is arguably the fastest dungeon you can do in the entire game. If you do it right, it clocks in at about 10 minutes long. Most other paths are 15 minutes or more, so it's an excellent, quick way to make a little bit of cash, get some loot. So first off, as you can see at the start of the dungeon, I take out the 2 flame turrets and then focus on the 2 NPCs up top here. Next, we're going to go down here to the slave driver. What we're going to do with him is stack him against the wall, at least in most cases anyway. Melee people are going to just bash on him. Casters are going to stand back and do their business. As you attack the slave driver, there's going to be a flame effigy that pops up behind him. For the purpose of this fight, you're going to ignore him, because as soon as the slave driver dies, the flame effigy goes down with him, and you'll see him pop up in a second. For this particular run, I'm on my Revenant once again. I do have a few people with me who are in my guild. One of the people in this group does not actually have a level 80. I believe he's level 70-something. I'll have to look later. Anyway, so we're going with an underpowered group, but because most of us has done this, we should be able to blow through that. Anyway, flame effigy down. We're going to head up here once we grab our loot. We're going to wait at this door, and as soon as it opens, we're going to sprint across the bridge. There are a couple of side events in this dungeon that you can do if you want to clear the entire thing, but for the purpose of keeping this run quick, we're going to skip that. So just running straight over here, right across the bridge. There are 2 more flame turrets. We're going to run right past these guys as if they don't exist. 2 more flame turrets. We're going to dodge through this AoE, skip these guys, run into the room here. Inside this room, there will be 4 flame acolytes that you need to kill. There is 1 for each bowl that's sitting here. 4 bowls total, and there are 5 party members. If you kill one flame acolyte, you've done your job, and you can retreat to someplace safe. Alright, mine's down, and I'm going to go over here. The reason you want to go over here generally is because it tends to break aggro from other char that might be in the area trying to attack you. If you have a swiftness skill, that's going to help you to break aggro quicker. There are other places you can retreat. A lot of these other guys are standing on the opposite side of the bowls, where some of the platforms are. There used to be an area where you could hide on the far left of where I'm standing now. Further in, that does not really work anymore. And some of these guys are pulling aggro on me, which is fun. You'll notice the bar in the top right goes down the more flame acolytes you kill. I believe you generally do about 3 rounds of the flame acolytes. Gotta do some gymnastics here to try to get my health back up. Taking out 1 more flame acolyte. Gonna run back over to where I was. Oh, I got stunned. That was a close one. Uh-oh, got a couple people down. That's not good. Oh, we got a lot of people down. I'm gonna have to Superman this. Well, luckily if you have a decent build, these guys aren't really that hard to kill. Once you kill the flame acolytes, the rest of them disappear. Sometimes you might get 1 straggler, but the rest of them disappear. It's the joys of bringing people who don't know what they're doing. By the way, for those of you who might want to criticize me, I'm not saying I've never died at this part before, but it's usually pretty hard to die here. And there we go. And looks like we still have 1 straggler. Whatever. Anyway, once everybody respawns, you manage to revive everybody, what we're going to do is head over past that waypoint, and we're going to head over to the next chamber door. Beyond the door here is a trap. I guess we'll kill this guy. Beyond the door up ahead is a trap. It's Indiana Jones style Boulder Trap, where basically boulders go across a corridor and you have to not get squished. Easy way to do this is if you have a Mesmer in your group, you can create a portal at the beginning of the boulder puzzle and then basically just teleport yourself to the other side and put the portal down again and everybody can go through. We don't have a Mesmer, so what we're going to do in this case is do it the old-fashioned way. I'm taking all of my armor off here, including my back piece. so that way if I do happen to get squished, it doesn't break my armor and I don't have to go back to the beginning to repair it. So I do this run in the nude. So at the beginning of this trap, as soon as you step in, it triggers. You're going to take a boulder from the little bowl here. Navigating this is actually pretty easy if you do it once or twice. It's not a huge deal. And you can occasionally dodge the last couple of boulders and make it through unscathed like I just did. So 3 bowls at the end. 3 balls of fire in. The third guy didn't make it. Come on. Come on, get running, go. You can do it, you're almost there. There we go, alright. Alright, party time. Alright, flame in. Armor back on. Being a heavy class, I'm going to go over to the gate on the left here. On your right, you're going to see 4 little bubbles. Inside of those is a statue, provided you stay next to the statue. 4 players have to be in there. Provided that you're all in there, the door over here for the gate will open. You need to make sure you stay in that little bowl there, that little bubble, otherwise I get kicked out when I'm doing the gate. So, my job here is to get this gate controller broken. In the meantime, I'm going to be attacked by this guy with a flamethrower, which is great. And the reason I keep getting knocked down is because people keep stepping out of the bowl. Out of their little bubble. We're getting there. This guy with the flamethrower, it is possible to drag him up the hill a little bit if you need a temporary break. I'm doing okay. Alright, and we're not actually going to kill him. Now that I broke down the gate controller, I'm just going to grab my loot and run to the other side. And these guys will have to follow me. Alright, and believe it or not, this is the last boss. So, like I said, this is the fastest dungeon path, in my opinion. So we're going to target him. The only complications with him is that he sprays that little cone of fire that you see there. So you want to stay away from the front of him when he does that. He does have a AoE area around him where he can knock you down with, there you go, that attack. You'll see it on the ground, just dodge out of it when it comes. Besides that, watch out for the crystals. They can fall and knock you down, and some of the crystals also heal him, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Other Guild Wars nerds, besides myself, can look that up. Anyway, so we're going to get him down. Everybody attack and stay away from the front of him. And once he's dead, that's pretty much a done deal. Alright, well, while he's going down, Citadel of Flame as a whole, there are 3 paths besides the story. Path 1 is the quickest. Path 2 and 3 are not super difficult. They have their own set of complications. 2 is kind of annoying because you have to do a little puzzle with some lava, retrieve some explosive ingredient, I think, to continue on the path. It's a little tough, but not impossible if you get a group that knows what they're doing. Path 1 is generally so easy you can go in with complete newbies and pass it no problem. Experience that you get from this isn't great. I think you can gain about a level off of doing this path twice, but after that the experience tapers off, whereas if you do Ascalon Catacombs to grind, it doesn't taper off. Anyway, that's the dungeon. So I hope you learned a little something. Enjoy, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.